Bitcoin is apparently a Chinese financial weapon. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because we're going to have a look at, well, quite an interesting article that's discussing the, potential of Bitcoin being a financial weapon. What do you reckon, everyone? Or a Chinese one, in fact. So, if we have a look here, let's start by looking at the current Bitcoin price. And at the time that I'm recording this, it's at $58,000 US. Bitcoin is, well, doing quite well if you got in it early, guys. So, is Bitcoin a Chinese financial weapon? Let's have a look at this article from news.com.au. Bitcoin slammed as a Chinese financial weapon by billionaire PayPal founder. The billionaire founder of PayPal, Peter Thiel, has issued a chilling warning over the cryptocurrency while its value has continued to soar. Tech billionaire Peter Thiel this week issued a chilling warning about Bitcoin as its value continued to soar. The PayPal founder said the cryptocurrency should be treated as a Chinese financial weapon that threatens the global power of the United States. Well, here you go. Look, China Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin is mined by completing blockchains. Well, there you go. Look at how many miners are in China, everyone. 65.08%. I knew they had a significant number of miners there. I knew they were the dominant miners. I didn't know it was that high. Are you surprised in that one? I mean, that could pose a risk, everyone. Australia doesn't even rank there. Kazakhstan, cheaper power. Russia, cheaper power. US, cheaper power. It's kind of more like a hobby here. Are there any actual industrial or commercial size Bitcoin miners in Australia? I wonder. You don't really hear of them too much. Our power is so expensive. So he called for tighter restrictions on Bitcoin, which he said could undermine the status of the US dollar as the world's reserve currency. And I think there are a lot of people that would love Bitcoin to replace the US dollar as the world reserve currency. And there are a lot of people investing into Bitcoin with that expectation. I mean, that's why the price is going so high. I mean, the advantage of Bitcoin is there's a limited supply of it, even if you can divide it significantly. The comments represent a change of heart for the mega investor, who has previously described Bitcoin as the digital equivalent of gold. I do wonder whether, at this point, Bitcoin should be thought of, in part, as a Chinese financial weapon against the US, he said during an appearance at a virtual event on Tuesday. It threatens fiat money, but it especially threatens the US dollar, he told members of the Richard Nixon Foundation. He added, if China longs Bitcoin, perhaps from a geopolitical perspective, the US should be asking some tough questions about exactly how that works. The Silicon Valley mogul, who is worth an estimated $6 billion, has made substantial investments in cryptocurrency startups. He concluded that he remains sort of pro-crypto and a pro-Bitcoin maximalist. He was joined on the panel by Donald Trump's former Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, and former National Security Advisor, Robert O'Brien. So the talk centers on US-China relations with regard to tech companies. The conversation focused heavily on US-China relations, aggressively criticizing the big US tech firms who work there. He claimed that he had spoken to insiders at Google about the use of its artificial intelligence in China's Xinjiang region. The US had accused China of detaining ethnic Uyghurs in internment camps there. Some have said that this amounts to genocide. He asked Google staff whether the technology was involved. The answer, he says, was, well, we don't really know and don't ask any questions. He continued, you have this almost magical thinking that by pretending that everything is fine, that's how you engage and have a conversation. The former tech boss speaks out against Silicon Valley. The 53-year-old has been an outspoken critic against Silicon Valley since he left the tech industry in 2018. He has repeatedly claimed that companies like Facebook and Google pose threats to the US given their ties to China. Bitcoin's value has continued to soar to almost all-time highs in recent weeks, rising above 50,000 for the first time last month. The virtual currency's value has been buoyed by big investments from Tesla, as well as economic uncertainty during the pandemic. So, there you go, everyone. Signs of a, well, potential risk that's being faced by Bitcoin. Do you think it poses a threat to the US fiat currency, the US dollar as a reserve currency? And are you worried about that? Do you think China is strategically playing this move? Do you think it will encourage a more widespread adoption of Bitcoin? What do you reckon, everyone? Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join the channel on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using affiliate links on Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can buy merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.